Welcome to Jofer Jeff. I'm Jeff. The producers of the upcoming slasher film All Through the House gave me a sneak peek at their movie, and we're going to review it in today's video. Now, I've been waiting for this film since last year. I thought it would get a Christmas 2015 release. It did, however, playing the festival circuit first, so it won't come out until October of this year. Thanks for the guys for letting me check out their movie, and let's check out the trailer.
My life was not the same when Jamie was taken from me. A pity. She could have been like you. You see, baby? They don't want to play with you. They ain't nothing but a bunch of naughty little children.
Rachel, you gotta get out of that house.
So this is a Christmas slasher movie in the same vein as To All a Good Night, Silent Night, Deadly Night, and pretty much every other holiday-themed slasher movie. Ashley Nunez stars as Rachel, a young woman who returns to her grandmother's house for Christmas holiday. We're introduced to Mrs. Garrett, the kindly but creepy next-door neighbor, who talks Ashley's character into helping her decorate her house. Rachel, not wanting to suffer alone, brings two of her friends with her. While in the house, they discover clues to the sudden disappearance of Mrs. Garrett's daughter, Jamie, who was the same age as Rachel. While all this is happening, there's a Santa Claus-dressed killer stalking the neighborhood, killing everyone in sight, killing the young women and castrating the men. It all comes to an end at Mrs. Garrett's house, where all questions will be answered. First, let me say that I enjoyed this movie. I've been watching a lot of low-budget slashers lately, and it's nice to see one that knows what it's doing. It was directed by Todd Nunez, and he does a good job. While the second act does drag a bit, he really brings it together in the final act, and I really enjoyed the strong ending. It brings together everything in a satisfying conclusion. While not exactly a happy ending, we understand why everything has happened. The special effects are practical, and for the most part, they're very good, except for one kill, one of Rachel's friends. It's kind of laughable with decapitation. Overall, I was really impressed. Also, the actress who plays Mrs. Garrett does a great job of making her creepy and sympathetic at the same time. You feel sorry for her, but still uneasy. Also, the killer's mask was really cool. It's creepy and sets a great tone for the movie. There were a few things about the movie I disliked. First off, while I think Ashley Nunez did a great job in her role, I felt she was out of place age-wise. I got the vibe that the girls were 20, 25 years old. Ashley is not 20 to 25 years old, and it stands out a little bit. It's not a huge problem, as Ashley delivers a solid performance. Another gripe is all the special effect penises in the movie. When a killer cuts it off, we get a nice close-up of the bloody tip. Now, this might have worked in a movie like Piranha, where they use CGI, and it was treated kind of as a gag. In this movie, after the first time, it loses a little bit of its shock value. And by the way, if I'm tied to a bed and a Santa Claus killer cuts off my penis with garden shears, I'm gonna scream, loudly. Several of the characters are attacked and maimed by the killer, and they barely let out a peep. One guy in the beginning actually just stands there and lets it happen. Now, if you read the poster, Jessica Cameron and Jennifer Wagner get second and third billing. Don't be fooled, they're in the movie 2 minutes each at best. Now, as far as pacing is concerned, it gets a little slow in the middle. Victims just show up in their house and are killed instantly. There's no effort to connect these people and whether or not they're in the same neighborhood. They could have been in another state, as far as anyone could tell. If the movie could have established the killer's pattern and staying in the area, that would have helped a bit. My final gripe is the murder of Rachel's grandmother. And it has a final scene which feels really out of place. Now, this is not a funny movie, and it treats its subject seriously. So when Grandma finally gets it, the final scene of her kill made me laugh out loud. It felt like something out of a Bugs Bunny cartoon. It really was out of place. So overall, I really enjoyed the movie. The gripes are pretty minor, and they don't take away from the film at all. You've got a creepy Santa killer, a competent cast, and a well-shot movie that wraps up everything into a satisfying conclusion. For me, the third act really made the film and stand out, and it was nice to see a low-budget horror movie do things right. In conclusion, the movie's available on iTunes for pre-order right now, and you can get it on DVD and Blu-ray October 4th. The link is below in the description. Let me say thanks again to the filmmakers for letting me check this out, and if you want to send me a copy on Blu-ray, I won't complain. Please leave any questions or comments below, and thanks for watching.